it still does have very much a start of the season feeling. The Westcountry winner, great to be down here in this lovely part of Cornwall, and what have they done? They've laid what I consider to be an old-fashioned Grasstrack track. If you look at the dimensions of the track, which you're going to see when the racing gets started, it really is going to be a challenging track for riders. Whether they're in the 500 solo or in the 1000cc sidecar, then I think there's going to be a lot of good racing today, because it's a track that it's going to demand a lot of thinking. It's going to demand a lot of, where do I go, what line can I take, because I believe there are a load of different lines on this track, and having seen the early practice, it really is challenging a lot of the riders. The entry's good, the class of riders is good. We're going to start first of all with the youth, possibly the stars of the future, so it promises to be a great day's race. Well, a chance to catch a few of the sidecar drivers, because Gary Jackson, I think looking at that circuit out there, it's going to be a demanding track today.
Yeah, it looks big, quite smooth as well. Hope it's smooth enough for the Speedway bikes, but we'll see. I haven't been out yet, so I can't tell you too much about it, but it looks like it's going to be good racing.
Well, it does. I mean, when I saw it yesterday when I got here, I thought to myself, it's a bit of an old-fashioned style grass track. It's using the contours of the land. I think it's going to create some terrific racing.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. As you say, like an old style, ups and downs. Yeah, it should be good.
Yeah, it should be, but I mean, I said on the intro really that I think it's still got a bit of a feel of the start of the season. Have you done much before today?
No, this is first meeting this year. We got two classes as well. We got the Speedway bike as well, so a bit of a baptism of fire, I suppose you might say, but it should be good.
Well, it should be, and hopefully from here we move on. You down at Tunbridge next week?
No, not down Tunbridge, just doing the Berks the week after.
Okay, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how the season goes, but you're all ready for it?
Yeah, pretty well, yeah. I've got a new bike coming out, but I haven't quite got it finished yet, so I'm panicking to get that finished. So I'm on the old bike today, so we'll just see how it goes. I've done nothing to it, but it's just a run out really, more than anything.
Well, absolutely. Best of luck then, Gary.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Well, I really wanted to just have a quick word with you guys, because I just had a word really with Gary Jackson, and I'm talking about the contours of the track. It does look a little bit demanding today.
Well, the contours of the track are fine. It's just a bit too ripply, really, for us, ideally. But in terms of the contours, it's fine.
Well, that's really where I was coming from, because, I looked at it and I thought, well, you've got that nice sweep round the top there, and you're only out on the Speedway machine this afternoon, aren't you?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
So I agree with you. Actually, looking at practice, it's probably going to be the ripples that might catch people out.
Yeah, I don't know whether the club can do anything about it in the interval, but there's just some fine ripples, which when you've got no suspension, they're sort of accentuated, so... But it's rideable. Whether it's raceable for us is another thing.
Well, that obviously only time will tell, and we'll wait to see. But I've really been saying this morning that it feels like a real start of the season atmosphere now. I mean, have you raced anywhere before today?
No, this is first time out, and first time out on a new engine as well. So we're using today just to bed that in, really, to be honest. So.
And good. So I mean, I know I saw in the press during the winter that you may not be doing so much grass. You're staying with the Speedway.
Yeah, I sold the Speedway bike, so my intention, to be honest, wasn't to ride any grass, but this club always put on a Speedway bike class, so, and last year it was really good, so we thought, well, we'd come and give it a go. Absolutely, and looking forward to it?
Yeah, I am. I'm meant to be retired. I was going to take 12 months out, but Ivor rang me in the week and asked if I'd ride, so I thought I'd have one last go at it, since it was a Speedway bike.
Well, absolutely, but an interesting track to go with it.
It's very rough on my bum. No, it's okay actually. It won't be too bad, will it? It'll ride well on the day.
Well, absolutely, and all I can do really is wish you the best of luck, guys.
Thank you very much.
Cheers. Do have a few gears, and they're on 65cc machines. And the juniors, they're 9 to 12 years old. They're on 100cc two-stroke, so you can see quite a lot of Kawasaki's in there, and that one Honda. They're allowed up to 200cc four-stroke. And the intermediates, 125 two-stroke and 250 four-stroke. I'm not sure whether any of you have watched them during practice, but I certainly think we've got some future stars in the making. So they're down on the start line for the first time, and as I mentioned, we will be catching up with a lot more of the adult practice before we get into the racing proper. But a rather ragged start as we get underway with the first of the youth race this morning. And picking up for you, you can see that this is the auto cadets and cadets combined. The lap scorers will have the job of splitting these up, with the auto cadets scoring differently to the cadets. And there you can see what I mean about Some very talented riders that are working their way up through the field. You can see that Zach Wigneck, his idol is actually Joe Screen. I'm sure a lot of you have recognised the colours and the way in which he's dressed the bike up, but already you can see that kicking away at that gearbox as he comes past me. A talented little rider for sure. He's got away from the rest of the field. He's got another cadet chasing after him, 61 Jordan Pethick, local rider from St Cullum. But Zach really wants to make this one his. As you can see, the last lap flag goes out for Zach as he comes past us. And once again, he's kicking away at that gearbox and getting more drive around that top bend. Lifts it up to the top gear as he goes down the back straight. He's now trying to pick off the back numbers as he goes into that bottom corner, and Zach will come towards that checkered flag this time as he comes up towards us. Well, our finishing marshal hasn't realised that, but he quickly grabs the checkered flag. 61 is finishing now as he crosses the line. And hopefully we'll get our lap scorers to sort that one out for you. Well, it looks as if it's actually time to do an extra lap there. Well, we're trying to sort out the results of the first one. We've got the second race already on the circuit. And obviously these are the 9 to 12 year old junior riders. And as I mentioned a little bit earlier, 100cc 2-stroke or up to 200cc 4-stroke. I'm interested to see how number 14 goes, because he tells me he's going to go out and beat them on a 60cc machine. The lead at the moment is with number 13, that's Nathan Stoneman. Kawasaki powered, down from Tiverton. As he goes in that bottom turn, looks to have got the measure of the circuit. I noticed early this morning that it was the youngsters that were very keen to get out there and get out there practicing. And Nathan certainly making the best of this at the moment. James Shanes it is again on Kawasaki power that's trying to chase after him. Jack Jones in third. And there's David Abram, who, as I mentioned, is on that 60cc. Obviously feels that the 60cc is quick enough to stay with the rest of them. But Nathan Stoneman's still going well at the moment as he sees the last lap flag as he comes around this time. Those two really got away from the rest of the field. It's Jack Jones that's sitting there in third place and very comfortable at the moment. I just wonder if there is going to be change at the front as they start to get a little bit closer and coming towards the checkered flag this time. He's led from start to finish. Nathan Stoneman takes it and followed home by James Shanes in second place. For those of you that do keep your programmes 100%, I can catch up with the results in a few moments, because we've already got on the start line the intermediates, and this is where it's starting to get a bit more serious, because the riders know that the next step from here is to go up into the adult racing, and as quickly they go into that first turn, you can see exactly what I mean, as they really do look to be out there as quick as some of the adults we see racing, and certainly talent for the future. Number 15, Danny Stoneman it is, that is setting the pace. And it's almost seems a shame to say, doesn't it, that they're very, very experienced at this young age. Richard Andrews it is in second place. And a gaggle of riders behind them. But Danny Stoneman really has set the pace. And already goes into his last lap as he gets round that top turn for the last time. Richard Andrews still there in second place. And starting to pick off the tail enders as they go down that bottom turn. And as we see the checker flag being made ready this time, number 15 it is, Danny Stoneman, that takes the win. Well, as he has been all the race, number 30, Richard Andrews in second. 17 is the rider that we didn't know of. He's finished in third place. Alright, it looks as if we are back with the juniors. And the cones are quickly coming out to make sure that they go off on that smaller circuit. Now, I did get a chance and have a read of what it says at the bottom of the Junior Westcountry Winners score chart, and it does confidently say there that I'm going to keep you informed of what points are being scored by what riders. Well, the good news is that we've managed to sort the split between auto cadets and cadets, and basically the auto cadets are 2, 29 and 90, that's those competing, and at the moment we've got 10 points for 90, 8 points for 29 and 6 points for 2. Now of course they are mixed out there with the cadets, and we know that maximum point scorer in the first one was indeed the rider that's gone straight back out in front once again. That is 112. The Joe Screen miniature lookalike, and followed by number 61, that's Jordan Pethick. Jordan of course would have scored 8 points in his first ride, and maximum points for Zach of course on 109, and it certainly looks at the moment as if he's going to repeat his early performance. Looking to pick up for you 90, who was the maximum point scorer in the auto cadets, and already you can see that Zach has started to catch up with some of the younger riders. I think certainly that's going to be a name to remember for the future. And he got the checker flag this time. He doesn't have to do the 5 laps in this one. So now that we've got things sorted out with the auto cadets and the cadets, I can tell you that we had a win there for number 90. That's Joseph Nichols in the auto cadets, so he gets a first place and a maximum 10 points. That goes with the first he had in his first ride, so maximum 20 points from 2 rides. Second to him in the auto cadets was number 29, Harry Atkins. Another 8 points picked up there, takes his total on to 16. Number 2 finished in third, as indeed he did in the race 1, so 6 points there in race 1 and race 4, maximum making it a total of 12 points. With the cadets, another win for Zach Wickneck, and a maximum 20 points from 2 rides. In second place, Jordan Pethick. In third place was 78 Kieran Hicks, and we had no other finishers there in the cadets. So you should have 10 points for Zach, 8 points for Jordan, and 6 points for Kieran. As we've already got the juniors, and we should be looking for 13, Nathan Stoneman. And as I look down in front of me, it is indeed Nathan that has taken up the early lead. There's problems for Dave Abram. He pulls over as he sees 13 and 93 James Shanes go by him. Number 9 Jack Jones sitting in third place. That was the position he had in his first ride. And our finishing marshal quickly puts out the last lap flag for maximum point scorer number 13 Nathan Stoneman, as he goes round that top bend looking very comfortable, followed by number 93 James Shanes, and picking up that third place number 9 Jack Jones. So positions at the moment exactly as they were in that first ride. As we look to the bottom of the field and we see the checkered flag waving, it's going to be second ride, second win for number 13 Nathan Stoneman. And it was maximum points once again for Nathan Stoneman, number 13. 10 points and a win for Nathan Stoneman. 8 points for 93 James Shanes. That's his second ride and his second place. So 2 8s. In third place, number 9 Jack Jones, 6 points. And fourth place, number 96 Daniel Stevens. So we get underway with the intermediates, and the dust really beginning to fly on that top turn as they go in for the first time. Remind you that Danny Stoneman, it was 15 that had the win first time out. It's Danny once again that goes into the top turn leading. Good battle going on for second place though. Chesney King, who finished fourth in the first one, is up there battling. As we look down that bottom turn once again, Danny looks over his shoulder, looking to see who's coming up behind him. Oh, it is Richard Andrews, who finished second to him first time out. But he really is under pressure from Chesney King, who looks to be having a much, much better ride this time. Oh, there's no stopping Danny Stoneman at the moment. And I can see that Chesney's gone very, very wide on that bottom turn. He's lost a lot of positions. And as they're starting to catch all the tail enders, I'm going to rely very heavily on my lap scorers to sort this one out for me. But no denying that number 15, Danny Stoneman, has made it 2 wins out of 2 rides. Right, the intermediates then, we had a winning time of 1:14.3, and that time was for Danny Stoneman. Danny now getting maximum 20 points from 2 rides. Second to him was number 30, Richard Andrews, as indeed it finished in the first ride. Third place goes to number 17, Tom Perry. Fourth place goes to number 8, Stefan Mander. And fifth place there, number 18, Darryl Richins. 6th place, 21, Lewis Leigh. 7th place goes to Jack Quintrell. 8th place, Lloyd Barrett, and that's 23. 9th place, number 6, Danny Whitefield. And 10th place finished to the number 38, who you didn't have in your programme, so we squeezed him in the bottom there, number 38. He finished in 10th place. And I can see they're going to get me at it because they've already got the riders out and already reaching their last lap position.
It is, yes.
And these look like the auto cadets and cadets, where once again we've got 109 setting the pace, the little Joe Screen lookalike, and he's already got the checkered flag as I've just caught up with things, and that's yet another maximum 10 points for Zach. And they're already trying to predict the results as we see number 61 go through and take second place. So we managed to split the Auto Cadets and the Cadets once again, and it's maximum points all the way for number 90, Joseph Nichols. Joseph Nichols then on maximum 10 points with a win in race 7. Second to him, number 2, Saul Bully. He's in second place and gets 8 points, so improving on those 2 third places. Number 29, Harry Atkins, gets third place and 6 points. So we'll keep the points total going as we give you the result of the cadets. And it's maximum all the way once again for Zach Wadnek. And second place there to number 61, Jordan Pethick, 8 points. Third place, number 82, Callum Walker, 6 points. Fourth place, number 78, Kieran Hicks. And no other finishes that I've been given. And quickly we've got the juniors out. Race 8 it is in your programme. Oh, indeed, I'm looking at the junior race. And blimey, these kids do keep you on your toes, don't they? I mean, number 13 didn't come out. He's got going again. So it means that we have got a change of positions, but look at 13 coming through already. He's starting to pick them off as he goes round. I'm going to have to check with my lap scorers to check that he's done the right amount of laps and he's catching everybody up. But he certainly is moving up the field. There's number 93 who's been scoring 2 second places so far. But in race 8 he looks to be having the lead. But you remember that Nathan Stoneman has had 2 wins. He's number 13. He missed the start completely in this one. He's had a lot of work to do, and the checkered flag goes. He's going to have to settle for second place as the win is taken by number 93, James Shanes. 13, Nathan Stoneman finishes in second. So, race 8 in your programme we've just seen, and we're all quickly double checking all lap scorers' positions there, but it was indeed an official result of a win for number 93, James Shanes. Maximum 10 points for him. Second to him, a terrific ride, and he made up a very big deficit. Number 13, Nathan Stoneman, he gets 8 points. Third place, number 9, Jack Jones, 6 points there. Fourth place, number 96, Daniel Stevens, 5 points. And fifth place, number 14, David Abram. Already on the start line we've got the intermediates, and again that number to look for is number 15, Danny Stoneman. Jawa powered machinery from Collompton. I suppose we should be looking to see whether number 30, Richard Andrews, can get any closer to him this time. He's had 2 second places, so he moves on to 16 points from those 2 rides. And they get underway, and I can see that number 15, Danny Stoneman, didn't have the best of starts. He's sitting in third place at the moment, and he's looking to come through on the inside. He hasn't quite made it at the bottom, or has he? I can see one of our riders has gone very, very wide on that bottom turn. That's number 5, Chesley King. So number 15, Danny Stoneman, has got himself to the front. As we've seen in the first 2 rides, it's number 30, Richard Andrews, that's sitting there in second place. And those two really have got away from the rest of the field. But a great ride from number 15, Danny Stoneman. He's looking to make it 3 out of 3. Chesney King has made up for that early error. He's got himself back into 3rd place. And it is number 15, Danny Stoneman, that's really setting the race speed going as he goes down that back straight. Looks a very, very confident rider. As he sees the checkered flag this time, it's 3 out of 3. He may well have had to work a little bit harder for that one, but he makes it 3 out of 3. Number 15, Danny Stoneman. So, race 10 in your programme, the Junior Westcountry winner, and we're quickly underway with Zach once again making it to the front from that start. Well, he certainly does look to be a promising rider for the future. And all of my lap scorers quickly saying, well, we got 109 out in front, completing 1 lap. And as we've seen, as we've gone through the day, number 61 is in 2nd place, and 61 of course Jordan Pethick, but Zach really has wanted to make this one his this afternoon. He looks very, very confident. I'm sure he's appreciated the fact that the rollers have been round on the bottom of the circuit. And the finishing marshal very quickly puts his last lap flag out for Zach. So 1 more lap to go. Those of you that were here earlier today know that he did 5 in his first ride. But number 61, Jordan Pethick, crosses the line in 2nd. I'm trying to... Well, Zach indeed does get another maximum 10 points. So to quickly give you those results for the Auto Cadets and the Cadets, if we start with the Auto Cadets, I had a 2nd place for number 2, Woodley, 8 points. A 3rd place for number 29, Henry Atkins, 6 points. And maximum 10 points once again for number 90, Joseph Nichols. In the Cadets, we've got a 2nd place for number 61, Jordan Pethick, 8 points. 5th place for number 78, Kieran Hicks, 4 points. 3rd place for number 82, Callum Walker, 6 points. Maximum once again for number 109, Zach Whitnick, and 10 maximum points there. 112, Ashton Webb, 4th place and 5 points. So we go with the juniors. And we know that the juniors really has been dominated by Nathan Stoneman, and he's got it going once again because he dropped points in his 3rd ride. But he's got himself up in front once again and looking very confident this time to get his 3rd win of the afternoon. Once again we see the checkered flag, and it's another very good win for number 13 in the juniors, Nathan Stoneman. Race 11 in your programme of the Westcountry winner junior, and the win for number 13 Nathan Stoneman, maximum 10 points. Second place number 93 James Shanes, 8 points. Third place number 9 Jack Jones, 6 points, and fourth place number 14 David Abram, 5 points. So we're underway with the fourth ride for the intermediates, and now I can confidently tell you that number 5 is in a race of his own, so he won't be scoring with all of the other riders. And there's problems on that bottom turn. There's other riders do extremely well to avoid the fallen rider. And the rider himself, not sure whether to get off the circuit or go and get his bike. I think he's made the wise decision and got himself off the circuit. The rest of the riders now having to avoid the fallen machine. So the lead for the intermediates with number 17 Tom Perry. Jason King, of course, on a 350, so he's out there not competing with the other intermediates. And of course we know that leading the competition was Danny Stoneman, and that was Danny that fell on that bottom turn. And as the checkered flag goes, that brings us to the end of the junior winner rides, race 12 in your programme. So quickly give you the result of the intermediates there. Of course it was a win for number 17, he gets 10 maximum points. Second place to him was number 18, Darryl Richings, he gets 8 points. Third place there, number 8, Stefan Maunder, 6 points. Fourth place, number 30, Richard Andrews, 5 points. Fifth place, number 23, Lloyd Barrett, and 4 points. And sixth place, number 4, Jack Quintrell, 3 points. Seventh place finisher there, number 6, Danny Whitefield, and 3 points to him. We now turn over the page, and we've got the Sidecar Speedways for the very first time this afternoon. These are Speedway built outfits, and one or two of them I spoke to this morning were wondering how they were going to get on with this circuit. But Gary Jackson out for the first time this season gets an early lead from Ivor Matthews as they go down in that bottom turn. Up the back straight they go, Ivor Matthews with the pursuit after Gary Jackson. A tremendous start. Oh, I think this was something that the Premier Club experimented with last year, of putting the sidecar outfits that were built primarily for Speedway into a different class. Gives you a chance to see these crews in action. I know that Gary will be competing in the 1000cc Grasstrack style machines, and looks to have got the measure of the circuit at the moment. I did get a chance to speak to both of these drivers this morning in the pits, and they tell me this is the first time out for both of them, and not a bad start for Gary Jackson. So Gary Jackson and Carl Blyth come round towards this finishing flag, and they take the first win of the afternoon in the Westcountry winner 2007 Speedway Sidecars. So race 1 of the afternoon, sponsored by Oz the Birdman, the first leg of the Speedway style 1000cc sidecars, and a win for outfit number 23, Gary Jackson and Carl Blyth. In second place, number 15, Ivor Matthews and Dave Hogan. In third place, number 3, Dave French, Chris Carter. In fourth place, number 8, Paul Bickley, James Benfield. And in fifth place, number 1, Rowe Lindbergh and David Williams. 1:15.1 the winning time, 1:15.1. And we now turn our attention to race 2, sponsored by Graham's Garden Machinery. And we see for the first time this afternoon the 500cc solo machines. Ones to look for in this one, of course, our British Masters champion from 2006, Andrew Appleton. We got Chris Andrews going with him, Gareth Hickmott, Vince Kinchin, Adrian Rowe, Rodney McDowell, Martin Williams, Sean Pascoe, Glen Phillips and Daniel Winterton. So what are they going to make of this contoured circuit? A lot of these riders out for the first time this afternoon in the 2007 season. Start line, it does look as if we're a few numbers down when they get underway. As they come up past me for the first time, I've seen it is Glen Phillips that has broken, and Glen Phillips it is has got to the front as they go down that back straight for the very first time. So now we start to see how they're going to tackle the contours of this circuit, as they've certainly got the speed on going down that back straight. Turn it in hard in the middle of the bend, and Andrew Appleton and Glen Phillips together as they go past me. Andrew just with the better of things as they go down the back straight, but Glen Phillips still close to him. Those two got away from the rest of the field a little bit. And is there problems for Andrew Appleton as he looks down at machinery and pulls out in that bottom corner? So Glen Phillips says thank you very much and takes over. Good scrap going on for this second place now between Martin Williams and Rodney McDowell. McDonald, I should say. Where did I get McDowell from? As we look across the far side, Glen Phillips very much making it his own now that we've lost Andrew Appleton down here on this pit entrance. One will have to go then for Glen Phillips as he goes round that top turn. Gareth Hickmott up there in fourth place at the moment, watching what's going on in front of him. But as our finishing marshal collects his checkered flag, you can see that Glen Phillips takes the first win of the afternoon in the solo field. Martin Williams finishes in second. Rodney McDonald finishing in third place there as it went across the line, but we'll give you the official result in a very few moments. So, race 2 in your programme, sponsored by Graham's Garden Machinery, a win for number 42, Glen Phillips. In second place, number 25, Martin Williams. Third place, number 14, Rodney McDonald. In fourth place, number 7, Gareth Hickmott. Fifth place, number 12, Daniel Winterton. Sixth place, number 39, Sean Pascoe. And seventh place there, number 3, Chris Andrews. 1:19.2 the winning time, 1:19.2. So the rider's already on that start line, ready for race 3 in your programme, sponsored by R&O Transport. As they come up past me for the first time, front wheels in the air, but doing like number 93 has done himself to the front. That's Steve Leigh. But his lead quickly swallowed up as they go down that back straight, and the lead has changed as they sort themselves out into this bottom turn for the first time for these riders. Up past me they come, and it is number 125, Charlie Saunders, that's got himself to the front. The early lead of Steve Leigh now taken by two riders that have slipped in front of him. And that lead for Charlie Saunders being pursued by number 114 John Jefferies. And those very distinctive leathers that John has been using for many years now, he's got himself up in the second place. And is he closing the gap on Charlie Saunders as they come up past me for the second time? Riders quickly getting used to the contours of this land. Steve Leigh, the early leader, back in third place. John Cox is the rider in fourth. And our finishing marshal gets his last lap flag ready as Charlie Saunders, who took over that lead in the first lap, pursued by John Jefferies in second place. Steve Leigh still there in third. John Cox in fourth. And they're starting to get past one or two of the tail enders, forcing the riders wide, but Charlie Saunders out on the green grass gets the checkered flag. So, race 3 then, sponsored by R&O Transport, a win for number 125, Charlie Saunders. In second place, number 114, John Jefferies. Third place, number 93, Steve Leigh. Fourth place, number 611, John Cox. Fifth place, number 91, Rod Melksham. Sixth place, number 461, Jack Meredith. Seventh place, number 23, which I can't see in my programme, but we'll find out who that is. 8th place, number 46, and that's John Weeks. 9th place, number 193. 10th place, number 71, and the winning time, 137.2. 137.2, that winning time. So we turn our attention across the far side and we see the 1000cc sidecars in race 4 for the first time this afternoon. Vickery Heavy Haulage are the ones that... Victoria Heavy Haulage are sponsoring this one. And there's problems in that first turn. I can see the passenger's hand up in the air for Andy Gribble. But as they sort themselves out in that bottom turn, we thought when we looked at this circuit yesterday it was going to be an interesting one for the sidecars as they drop down this hill in front of me and into that bottom turn. Two outfits together then as they go round that top turn. Number 24, Rob Wilson and Ian Well, pursued by Gary Jackson and Carl Blyth. Gary, of course, has had an outing already on his Speedway outfit. Has he learnt the contours of the field a bit quicker than Rob Wilson at the moment? Rob just nosing ahead as he goes into this top turn, slows in the middle of the bend. Gary seems to catch him there as they go into the last lap. You can see that Gary's looking for a gap on the inside, tries to hold it in tight at the bottom as he found a gap on that bottom turn as they go up the back straight, almost together. Well, Rob Wilson, I think, indicated too by Ian Well on the back of him. They're saying that, you know, you've got to move it on a little bit as they come towards the checkered flag. It's going to be close, but Rob Wilson takes it. Gary Jackson in second. Oh, a great start to the sidecar racing for this afternoon. A good scrap between those two outfits. Rob Wilson eventually the winner. So, race 4 then, sponsored by Victoria Heavy Haulage, a win for outfit number 24, Rob Wilson and Ian Well. In second place, number 23, Gary Jackson and Carl Blyth. In third place, number 44, Jim Breen and Paul Uglow. Fourth place there, number 3, Andy Gribble and Moss Janson. And fifth place, number 25, Colin Blackbourn for Whitelam Jr. The winning time, 1:15.5. 1:15.5. As we now move to the second of our big sidecars. This one sponsored in race 5 by WA Allen Tyres. And out for the first time, Matt Fumarola, Phil Syms, Leigh Hicks. Oh, and in fact, I had a note here to say that unfortunately Leigh won't be taking any part in the meeting this afternoon, or indeed will be Andy Simons and Roland Broomfield. So 4 outfits going only in this one. So 4 outfits get away then from that start line in race 5 as they come into the top turn. There's a few changes in that top turn, all sorts of problems as they come round that top end, but right away from it all is number 5, Matt Fumarola and Andy Wilson. They've got that early lead, but there was quite a coming together in that second place, and they look to have sorted things out as Matt Fumarola starts to get away from the rest of the field. Outfit number 14 in second place is Alan Preen and Terry Preen. I think that's Mark Warren and Martin Smith that are in that third place at the moment. Making it look a bit comfortable at the moment, Matt Fumarola and Andy Wilson as they see the last lap flag this time as they come past us. Mark Warren still in that third place trying to close the gap on second spot. And Phil Syms, Dan Bray keep the 4th place. So checkered flag this time, first time out this afternoon in race 5, sponsored by WA Allen Tyres. A win for number 5, Matt Fumarola and Andy Wilson. So race 5 then, a win for outfit number 5, Matt Fumarola and Andy Wilson. Second place, number 14, Alan Pearn and Terry Pearn. And in third place, number 306, Mark Warren and Martin Smith. Fourth place goes to number 8, Phil Syms and Dan Bray. 1:15.3 the winning time, 1:15.3. So race 6, and looks like we've got problems on the start line as the Carkle of course putting the red flag out straight away, and riders will have to make their way back to that start. Certainly 2 outfits left on that start line. Been a start this time as we get underway. Remind you this is race 6 in the programme, sponsored by GT Motorcycles of St Austell, and quickly we've got 2 riders making it away from the rest of the field, and that's Paul Whitelam on the inside. Clive Stoneman and Matt Vickery it is that have gone very wide on that bottom turn. They were certainly level with Paul Whitelam. They're now dropped back to 4th and even 5th place. So all sorts of problems on that bottom turn, but Paul Whitelam and Alan Elliott won't mind. They've got themselves the lead from in second place Jamie Bree and James Gooch. Oh, I just wonder if Clive Stoneman can actually make that distance up. He went very, very wide on that bottom turn. And it looks as if we have got a battle going on for second place as Paul Whitelam and Alan Elliott get away from the rest of the field. It is Steve Palmer and Sean Hoskins that have got that second place, but only just from Jamie Bree and James Gooch. Jamie Bree on the inside. You can see that Steve Palmer keeps the lead, or keeps the second place anyway. As it again looks to be a change coming as Clive Stoneman and Matt Vickery have got it together again. Just as they cross the line, I would suggest that they probably got third place there, but we'll confirm that with the lap scorers. Race 6 then, sponsored by GT Motorcycles of St Austell. A win in very convincing form for number 92, Paul Whitelam and Alan Elliott. Second to them, number 333, Steve Palmer and Sean Hoskins. And yes, they did make that third place, number 57, Clive Stoneman and Matt Vickery. Fourth place, number 88, Jamie Bray and James Googe. Fifth place, number 13, Joe Sturridge and Lee Toms. Sixth place there, number 184, John Hiscock and Gareth Bemister. 115.9 that winning time, so all three times for the sidecars at the moment very, very close to each other. 115.9 as we move to race 7. This one sponsored by Master Skips and Aggregates. So as we look across the far side for race 7, only 4 outfits go in this one. So 2 missing, we've sorted out who it is and we find out which 4 come round in front of us. There's 3 outfits together go into that first turn. Drive into the top of the hill, positions changing as they come down past me. Miles Simmons on the outside, Matt Tyrrell on the inside of him, and Duncan Toller is just tucked in there as well. So it's still chopping and changing as those 3 outfits are racing together in that bottom turn. This is what we expected from the sidecar racing on the contours of this circuit. And Duncan Toller up in the second place as Miles Simmons looks to have made the best of it. He goes a little bit wide on that top turn. Miles Simmons and Kevin Woodley it is that lead from Duncan Tollus in second place. Matt Tyrrell in third, but Matt's now looking for another line on the inside to try and get up the inside of Duncan, but Duncan's got other ideas as he chases after Miles Simmons going up the back straight. Into the top turn they go, and it'll be last lap flag for them this time as Miles Simmons and Kevin Woodley look to be making this one theirs. Duncan Toller still in second place, he wouldn't ride off though, as he's being pushed all the time by Matt Tyrrell and Sean Yates in that third place. Checker flag is being held ready and Miles Simmons comes off the top of the field, takes the win. First time out for Miles Simmons, he gets maximum points. Second place is kept by Duncan Tollus and Terry Saunders, and third place Matt Tyrrell, Sean Yates. So race 7 sponsored by Masters Skips and Aggregates. A win for outfit number 9, Miles Simmons and Kevin Woodley. Pushed all the way though in second place was number 74 Duncan Tollus and Terry Saunders. In third place number 69 Matt Tyrrell and Sean Yates. Fourth place the only other competitor in the field, Wayne Westerway and Darren Wills. The winning time 1:14.8, the quickest of those 4. 1:14.8. So the little ones get underway. Remind those of you that may have got here a little bit later, we've been seeing the little ones ride all afternoon. The difference in this one is that we've mixed the auto cadets, which are obviously no gears, just the little twist and go machines, and they're the auto cadets, but then also in with them are the cadets who are on 65cc machines, and one rider that we know has been going brilliantly all afternoon. He's out in front once again. He rides as a cadet. It's Zach Wojcik, who has had 4 good rides already and 4 maximum point scores. He's looking to make it 5 out of 5. As he comes round past us, looking every bit as confident as he was when he started the day. Oh, we've typically seen Jordan Pethick in second place in the other 4 rides, but he's back in third at the moment. And so that could be the one to watch as they go into the last lap, because number 82, Cullen Walker, is holding second at the moment. And Jordan Pethick still close there. They got one more lap to go, and I think I'm going to watch that little battle as they go down the back straight. Remember, we've seen Jordan Pethick finish second. He's not been able to get close to Zach, and Zach has certainly got the 5 wins, but this is going to be close to the line for these two as they come up past me. Checkered flag goes, and it is going to be 82, Callum Walker, that gets second. Joseph Nichols, another win for him in race 13. He gets a maximum 10 points, takes him on to a 50 overall and a class victory. The cadets, well, they've finished with a first place for Zach Widneck. In second place, number 82, Callum Walker. Third is Jordan Pethick. Fourth is 112, Ashton Webb. And fifth is Kieran Hicks, number 78. And already we've got the juniors out there, and again we've seen, I was going to say we've actually seen domination of this class, but of course Nathan Stoneman did drop points in his third ride. He's riding number 13, and he looks like going for another victory at the moment. 93, James Shanes. I'm sure there must be a relation there somewhere, but second place is Annie had a win in race 8, and he's sitting in that second place, and then there's a big gap back to the rest of the field, but number 13, Nathan Stoneman, looks like making this one his. And as we see our marshal getting the checkered flag ready, I think Nathan Stoneman knows as he takes that checkered flag he's done enough for this afternoon. Number 93, that's James Shanes. He finishes in second. And number 9, just crossing the line in third place. These, perhaps the stars of the future. We hope that they keep on the sport, and I think you'll agree that they've certainly mastered the conditions out there this afternoon. So give them a big round of applause as they come round. That's the junior competitors, 9 to 12 years of age. And let's complete that result for you then. As first for number 13 and 10 points. Second is number 93, James Shanes, and 8 points. Third is number 9 with 6 points. Fourth is number 14, David Abram, with 5 points. So the intermediates come out for the last time this afternoon, and we've been totaling all the points up. We know that number 15, that is Danny Stoneman, had a fall in his last ride, so he's sitting on 30 points from 4 rides. Closest to him is number 30, that's Richard Andrews. Andrews, by my very unofficial reckoning, is on 29 points. So at the moment we've got number 17, Tom Perry, who was on 28 points coming into this last ride, so this all really could be decided in this race. There's number 5, Jason Chesney King, is not actually competing in this competition. I can see 30, but it does look as if number 15, Danny Stoneman, hasn't been able to go, so possibly damaged machinery or perhaps an injury. We saw him limp off when he got off that machine after that fall in his 4th ride. One more lap to go then, as things will all then be decided with the points overall. And it is indeed number 17 that takes the checkered flag. Followed home in second by 18, Darryl Richins. For those of you that are keeping the results, let's quickly give you the finishing positions of that last ride. Race 15, it was a win for rider number 17, Tom Perry. He gets maximum 10 points. Second place to him was number 18, Darryl Richins. He's got 8 points. In third place, number 8, Stefan Maunder, 6 points. Fourth place goes to number 30, Richard Andrews, 5 points. Fifth place, number 4, Jack Quintrell, 4 points. And sixth place, number 6, Danny Whitefield, 3 points. And of course Chesney King was out there on his own, so he picks up another 10 points. And as he was competing with himself, he got a maximum 50 points from 5 rides. So as we're quickly trying to recalculate, recheck and decide who it is that's won all the titles in the Auto, Cadets, Inters and Juniors, and we turn our attention back to the 1000cc Sidecars Speedway style this time. Their second ride of the afternoon, sponsored by Thor Motorcycles. And that looks like Paul Whitelam and Alan Elliott are out this time. Now, did they not appear first time out? No, they didn't. So I think how it works is that there are 8 competitors, so there will be 5 races and everybody gets 4 rides. Oh, Ivor Matthews we've seen before. He had a second first time out. And there's problems for Paul Whitelam on the bottom turn. Has he got it going again? I think he has as he goes up the back straight. But Ivor Matthews has certainly taken the lead from him as he goes into that top turn. Second behind Gary Jackson, first time out. And Ivor now with Dave Hogan riding for him this afternoon. And that doesn't sound very healthy when Paul Whitelam has gone past us. Outfit number 3, Dave French and Chris Carter in third place. Oh, I think you can all hear as he's coming round. Paul Whitelam's machinery doesn't sound very well at all. He quickly rolls it off as he goes across the line. And Dave French finishing in third place. So, race 8 then, and a few mechanical tragedies there as we saw race 8 sponsored by Thor Motorcycles. A win quite convincingly for number 15, Ivor Matthews and Dave Hogan. In second place, number 92, Paul Whitelam and Alan Elliott. And in third place, the only other finisher, number 3, Dave French and Chris Carter. 1:15.5 the winning time, 1:15.5, 15:92 and 3. And Will James, who's over here taking a very active part in this afternoon's meeting. He obviously is setting himself up now as a contact over there in Oz if anybody's thinking about going over there and joining him. And if you don't want to go over there permanently, then why not a holiday in Australia? All the contacts and numbers, emails, addresses and everything if required. So, we turn our attention back to the solo Westcountry winner competition. And race 9 is sponsored by Tim Martin Building Supplies. Oh, they all get off the line together. Andrew Appleton is out in front, or whatever that problem was in his first ride. He looks to have got it sorted. Pulls away from the rest of the field as he goes down the back straight. So, the 2006 British Masters champion out in front. Knows he's got to make up positions as he didn't score at all in his first ride. Well, Charlie Saunders, you may remember, had a win first time out, so sitting comfortably there in that second place. And he's certainly not letting Andrew get away from him. He's trying to stay with him as he comes off that bottom turn. 14 is Rodney McDonald, and he had a third place first time out, so repeating things once again. Sitting in that third spot, but a good ride from Andrew Appleton this time as he sees the last lap flag being made ready. Charlie Saunders in second, Rodney McDonald in third. That's number 93 Steve Leigh in fourth place at the moment. And it's certainly getting very quick as we see the checkered flag being made ready. Andrew Appleton comes to the line and has his first win of the afternoon. Followed home in second by number 125, Charlie Saunders. 9 then, sponsored by Tim Martin Building Supplies, win for rider number 4, that's Andrew Appleton. In second place, number 125, Charlie Saunders. In third place, number 14, Rodney McDonald. In fourth place, number 93, Steve Leigh. Fifth place, number 611, John Cox. Sixth place, number 23, and we still don't know who that is. And seventh place, number 46. Eighth place, number 39. Ninth place, number 71. And the winning time, 118.1. 118.1, a very quick time for rider number 4. So looking at race 10 then, sponsored by Ken Faye's Concrete. One or two of these riders we've certainly seen before. Glen Phillips, you remember, had a very good win first time out in race 2. The last of the riders coming into line as they set themselves up. You hear the revs go up, the start marshals move away, and they cleanly get away. Quickly into the lead goes Glen Phillips. Martin Williams and John Jefferies are right there with him as they go into that first turn. And it is Martin Williams who's made the better of that second, but John Jefferies is trying to stay with him as he goes wide on that bottom turn. Glen Phillips with a very good line around that bottom turn. Martin Williams is forced to go wide coming off past him. That indeed forces John Jefferies even wider still. But John Jefferies has certainly got the speed on as he goes down that back straight. You can see he now edges in front of Martin Williams going into that bottom turn. He must be riding some very high gearing because he's riding a very, very wide line. He looks to have got that second place. He now cuts back in again. And as the gap opens up between him and Martin Williams, can he close on Glen Phillips? Into that bottom turn they go. Last lap flag fallen this time as they come round. Glen Phillips from the start has led all the way, but John Jefferies is closing all the time. And he's ridden some very, very wide lines, but they've been quick as John Jefferies closes into this last turn. Can he do it as they come to the line? Well, Glen Phillips has again got that perfect line around the bottom turn. He sees the checkered flag and Glen Phillips takes it. A win for number 42, his second of the afternoon. That's of course Glen Phillips. In second place, number 114, John Jefferies. In third place, number 25, Martin Williams. In fourth place, number 7, Gareth Hickmott. In fifth place, number 12, Daniel Winterton. In sixth place, number 91, that's Rob Melksham. And seventh place, number 193. Eighth place, 461. And ninth place, number 3, 118.3 the winning time, 118.3, so both those winning times very comparable to each other.